Welcome to 3 days online hands-on training on data analysis, visualization, and machine learning using Python. So, in today's world, data is the new fuel for research, innovation, and decision making. And Python, with its powerful activity, has become the most popular tool for data science and machine learning. Over the next 3 days, this program will provide you with a practical skill in data analysis, visualization, and its application of machine learning techniques using different types of tools. So we hope this training will enhance your knowledge and sharpen your skill and inspire you to apply this method in your academics and professional journeys. So on behalf of the organizing team, I extend a warm welcome to all the participants and resource persons and wishing you a productive and enriching experience ahead. So now today we have Dr. Pramod sir. Sir is professor and HOD of Computer Science and Design, PSTM, Shimoga. So on behalf of CRED, I am welcoming Dr. Pramod sir and our one more guest lecturer is Dr. Sunita ma'am, professor and HOD of Computer Science and Engineering, Data Science, PSTM, Shimoga. Ma'am is not present today, so on behalf of CRED, I am welcoming all of you. And now I am handing over this session to Dr. Pramod sir. Sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for the wonderful introduction about me. Thank you very much. Good evening, all the participants. Right now, welcome to these 3 days faculty development program, or so-called the awareness sessions about the Python. Right now, I'm going to share the screen. Okay, my voice is audible, sir? Snesh, sir? My voice is audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Done. It's great. So I'm going to share the screen right now. Yes. Okay. Fine. My screen is visible to all. At least any one participant you can respond. Any one of the participant you can respond like visible. No? Awesome. Okay.
Yes,
good evening.
sir, it is visible.
Yeah. Okay then. Fine. See, welcome to this day one session of data analysis, visualization, and machine learning using Python. This is Dr. Pramod. I'm currently heading the Computer Science and Design Department, PSITM Shimoga. And I hope so, like day one, day two, day three will be a more interactive sessions where we will learn a lot of hands-on sessions with various examples. Okay, major our focus is today on the fundamentals about the Python programming, as well as with respect to the visualizations, what kind of a Python codes are available. Okay, and then how we can progress to the day two based on the day one. Okay, so then day three also, whatever the coding we have done it in the day one and day two. So we are going to have a lot of improvisations. We'll do it on the day three. So day one, what exactly we are planned? Okay, so 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to take one theoretical session, that's it. So after the 10 minutes, completely a hands-on session, we are going to have it. Okay. So this will, the session will be around 60 minutes. Okay, after the 60 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, you can have the question. If you have any kind of a queries, you can ask me. Okay, related to the session, whatever we have conducted. Done. Fine. So this is the day one agenda. What exactly we are going to cover in the day one itself. So initially, we are going to discuss about the Python basics. Okay. So especially today, I'll be just dealing with this pandas. Okay. So this is what is pandas. Everything I'm going to just tell you. Okay. Since little bit advanced concepts of the Python, we are going to do it. But initially around 2 or 3 slides will be only a theoretical stuffs. Later completely we are going to have a hands-on session. So this complete session, it will be recorded by the coordinator itself. Okay. And also in between my explanations, if you have any kind of a queries, you can make a note, and at the end of the session, you can just interact with me and you can resolve these issues. Done. So part 1, basically we are going to focus on the Python basics. So then we are going to focus on the pandas introduction. This is the thing. Then next, today itself, whatever the session I'm going to tell you. So then we are going to extract certain real data. Okay, how to extract the real data for your experimental purpose. Like certain times you want to work with the certain examples, like a banking examples if you want to take, or any kind of an hospital management examples if you want to take. So then the real data very difficult for you to fetch. So then you can plan for the synthetic data. So those synthetic data, where exactly from the internet you can fetch, and you can start to experiment with those data. Those things also I'm going to elaborate. And once the data, it has been, you got that particular data, like that synthetic data extracted from a particular portal, then as it is, that is the raw data. We need to exactly need to refine it. So for that purpose, what are the tools available in the Python programming language with respect to the cleaning and analysis we are going to do. So then finally, we are going to have a one hands-on sessions completely about all this. Is nothing but the hands-on session itself. I'm going to do it. Done. Okay. So you can just see it. Again, I'm going to tell you. So this slide and the next slide will be a little bit theoretical stuff, but moreover, all the concepts whatever we are going to complete today, it's completely an hands-on session. Okay. So our focus areas for today is a Python programming essentials. Okay. So then data manipulations with the pandas and the real world applications in the data science. So this is the focus area for all 3 days. And for whom we have designed this particular content, that is especially for the educators and the professionals in the technical domains, and also few students or the working professionals who are there at the beginning of learning this particular Python, like beginners aiming to build a strong foundations in the Python. They can also use this particular session, and anyone transiting into the data driven roles in the industry, they can also have a look at this particular session. So what is the outcome of this particular session? Confidently write and debug the Python code. See, this confidence level after attending this particular session must be high. And the second thing, we are going to analyze the data sets using certain pandas. Pandas is nothing but the library. What is library? I'm going to tell you later. Then how exactly we can apply this concepts in the real world scenario. So these are the takeaways for the day 1, day 2, and the day 3. Okay, so let me begin with the Python. Fine. So as you can see, like basic fundamentals. Okay, so the first question is it will come to any of the participant is like, what is a Python? Am I right? So Python is basically a programming language. Okay, so normally between human to human interaction, we are using a languages. Okay, so those, it might be an English or an Hindi or a Bengali or anything. These are the language we will use it between human to human, correct? So human interaction. But when a human want to interact with the machine, especially with a laptop or a system, okay, so that interaction, it is possible only with the help of a programming language. And right now, Python is rated as a #1 programming language where human can want to interact with the machine. So then either they can use certain programming languages like C, C++, Java, Python, and right now there are numerous applications we can develop using the Python. So the Python is the #1 programming language in the multinational company or in the software industry. Done. Right now, the very important right now, what exactly and why we have to use the Python? It's a readable syntax when compared to the other programming languages which exist earlier, like C or C++ or the Java. It has a very simple readable syntax, and it has a very good strong community is there. And the third one is very important for all the participants to look. It has a rich library ecosystem. You understand right now? Rich library ecosystem means the complicated task we can easily execute using the built-in library. Then again, I'm going to tell you the complicated task. Okay, we can easily execute in the Python using certain built-in library. So means what exactly which is available in a library means there are a lot of built-in functions or the lot of built-in classes are available where you can use it in your programming. Let's say if a Java or a C++ programming languages, if it's take around 40-50 lines of program to write to solve a particular problem, with the Python we can easily write within a 4 or 5 lines of the code because of its rich library ecosystem which is available in a Python. So today we are going to explore one of the built-in library in the Python, that is the Pandas. And the Pandas is a built-in library especially used for this data visualization. Done. So we are going to focus on that particular area. Okay. Right now we will shall we begin with the Python data types. As any other programming languages, they are going to support the data types. Very simple. Here also we have a certain Python data types are available. Okay. So normally why we are using the data types? Okay. So whenever we are writing any particular program, we want to store the data in the variables. So we have two major concepts it's available here. One is a variable and one more is a constant. A variable is a one whose value varies or changes during the program execution. Okay. And constant is one whose value never changes during the program execution. Okay. So we will take one simple example in the MS Word itself. I'm going to type. If you are able to see here, X is a variable and 1 is the value it has been assigned to this particular X. Okay. And here in this Python, I'm not going to explicitly declare any variable as an X or an integer. For example, let's say, okay. So let us take in a programming language like a C programming. What exactly I'm going to give? Okay. Int X is equal to 4. Let's say I'm going to give it. So that means integer type, the variable is a X and 4 is the value I've assigned to this particular variable. Okay, let me little bit zoom it. Okay, I hope so everybody they are able to see it right now. This is the format of assigning the value to the variable in a C programming language. Okay, language. Whereas in the Python, what exactly I'm going to give it? Just I'm going to give X is equal to 4. Okay, and this is the style whatever we are using in a Python programming. Understand? So that means the minute I'm going to assign a variable X with the value 4, automatically this variable called X variable will behave like integer. Got it right now? So that is the beauty of a Python. So that means no need to explicitly declare the variable as an integer. Okay, so the beauty about the Python is the minute I will store 4 in a variable called X will automatically behave like an integer. Let's say I'm going to take y is equal to 4.5. So that means what happened right now, I have assigned a value called 4.5 to the variable called y. Automatically y will start to behave like a float. Okay, let's say z is equal to, let's say, okay, hello. Okay, got it right now. So this is going to behave like some string. String is nothing but the collection of characters. Okay, very simple. And if you see if you are not at all, if you are able to compare the first statement here and the second, third, fourth, all these second, third and the fourth example, which is purely written in Python programming language. Okay, so automatically the variable, it has an ability to handle this particular data type, depends upon the whatever the value we have assigned to this variable. So that is the beauty about the Python programming. And also we are going to refer these concepts as a dynamic data types. Dynamic typing means there is a beauty about the Python, where the minute I'm going to assign a variable, the value to a variable, the variable itself, it will understand that X is of type integer, that Y is of type float, and the Z is of type string. So this is the beauty about the Python, and a few people, they are going to refer Python also as a type programming. Okay, why? Because it's very simple to write the program. It's very simple. So that the complications which are there in the C programming or the Java, it has been reduced drastically in the Python programming. Done? Okay, so little bit again. Okay, so again, okay, so I'm not at all much focusing on the theoretical concept. We'll directly come to the hands-on session. Done? Okay. Okay, yes. Okay, so we will execute this first program. Okay, very simple concept is there. Okay, so I'm going to simply copy. So the first session itself, what we are going to do, this is the coding I had it. Okay, and I want to execute this program. Okay, so then how exactly we can execute this program? Very simple. Very simple. Everybody, just check it. I've already have this Gmail account. It is open with me. Okay, right now I want to execute the Python coding. For this one, just go to the Google and just type Google Colab. Again, I'm going to tell, just go to the Google and type Google Colab. Okay, and just give enter. Okay, so we will assume like we have already had a Gmail account and my Gmail account is open. The minute we are going to give a Google Colab, it's going to display a welcome to the Google Colab. Okay, so Google Colab is a collaborative lab which is developed by the Google. Okay, and the minute if you are going to have this particular screen, you can just click on the new notebook. Okay, it will take couple of seconds. Okay, why? Because those things which is depends upon your internet connectivity, and this is nothing but the working area where we are going to type this program. Can you see here? Okay, little bit again, I will zoom it. Okay, any one of the participant can just respond whether my screen is it okay, the working screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now fine, now done. Okay, so right now we have a codes, and this is my working area where I can type whatever the program of my choice. Let's say I'm going to, we have a 3 variables I have taken. Let's say, okay, X is a variable, Y is a variable, and Z is a variable. Okay, and one is the value of assigned to this X, 2.8, that's the value of assigned to the Y, and
प्रारंभिक शिक्षा घर पर
yeah,
ही
kindly,
हुई थी। रवि के
okay, so kindly I request the participant, like kindly put your mobile in the mute mode. Is it okay? Okay then. Fine. So this is your working area where we are going to type all the Python code. So this is a completely a collaborative lab, and once no need to save any particular files. This whatever the program we are going to do, this is auto saved, and where exactly which is available in your Google Drive itself, whichever the mail you had it in that Google Drive, we have it automatically. All this data every day, whatever you are going to work in the Google Colab, which is automatically saved in which is attached to your, or all these data is available default in your Google Drive itself. Done? Great. So we have three data types which is available. Can you see there? Int, float, and complex. I want to display this data. So for this one, I'm going to just type print x, okay, print y, okay, as well as print z. Okay, so three variables we have taken. Done? Okay. So one is of type integer, one more is of type float, and one more is of type complex. Done? So I want to display. So you want to execute this program. Very, very simple. Click on this particular button. That's it. Okay. And again, whether you are able to see there, so your program which is running, and you are going to get an output of this particular program. Okay. Is it clear right now? Again, I'm going to tell you, after typing anything, if you want to display any value of any particular variable, what you have to do it, print followed by x, print followed by y, print followed by this, that. So what exactly a print? Okay, so I'm just writing in a comments, whatever which is there under this green colors, which is referred as a comments. So basically comments are nothing but non-executable statements. Like if you are going to watch any cricket matches or the football matches, normally you can find out there is a commentary which is happening in the somewhere in the stadium. Like they'll be just explaining the whatever which is happening in the playground. Am I right? So exactly here also same thing. Comments are referred as non-executable statements. So these statements will not be executed. Done? So print. So print is a function. Okay, got it right now? Print is a function. So what kind of function? Built-in function. Understand? Built-in function means what? The developers of the Python, they have given us certain built-in function. Okay, so that means basically we have two types of functions. One is built-in function, and second one is UDF, stands for user-defined function. So built-in function means printf. It's a print is a built-in function. User-defined function means customizable. So built-in function, we don't have any flexibility to change. So that means the whichever the user-defined functions, we have a flexibility to change. So we can customize it. Okay. So later we can discuss about UDF, but first we are going to just discuss about PDF. PDF stands for predefined functions, okay, or the built-in functions, which is already given by the developer of Python. Okay, right now, what we will do, again, we will just take all these codes. Okay, again, I'm going to just give Control-C and click on the plus code. Okay, plus code means again, one more working sheet we are going to give it. Okay, is it clear right now? Plus code. What I'm going to do right now, still I have not executed. Okay, I'm going to give print type. Okay, can you see here? The minute I have given, there is a lot of list of the things which is available under the print, which is visible for us. Okay. Okay. Can you just check it here? Okay. Print type of X are given. Print type of Y I have given. Okay. Then print Z. Type of Z. Z it has been given. Done. Okay. Whether you are able to see? Okay. Let's say I'm going to little bit. Yeah, I will come back. Okay. Can you see there? I hope so. You can see there. There is a one underline thing which is available in the red. It is going to show some syntax errors. Okay. That means the developers of the Python, they have already set certain rules and regulations for each and everything. How to define a function, how to define a variable, how to declare a variable. Okay. So whether we require to, yes, close one parenthesis. This is called parenthesis. Okay. So, but very, very interesting for me, like type of X, type of Y, type of Z have given. Okay. So let me just run this program so that you are going to get what exactly this type means. Okay. Okay, can you see that? So we have three values. It has been displayed: 1, 2.8, and a 1J. Correct? And we have just came across like the type of X, type of Y, and the type of Z. Okay, so that means X is of type integer, Y is of type float, and Z1J is type complex. But something is there here, correct? No, that is called class. Okay, so that means Python is, I'm going to write here, okay, is an object oriented program. Okay, again I'm going to tell you. Okay, so that means, can you see there? Int is of type class. Okay, X is of type class int, Y is of type class float, and Z is of type complex. Okay, and this is called object oriented programming. So Python is one of the popular object oriented programming, or the flavors of the object oriented programming. It has been included in the Python. Like we have a Java, we have a C#, like that. Python is also an object oriented programming. Okay, so this is a basic example I've showed for you. Then okay, so we'll go to the next example right now. Very simple example you can see. Okay, so we can do the type conversions. I'm not focused too much on those things. Okay, so that we'll go to this next concept. Okay, so if you are able to see there, you can make a note like list. Okay, you can just make a note list. Okay, you can just make a note of list. Okay, so somebody can start to think like why sir is telling something about the list, correct? No. Okay, so before we start with, yes, Python supports, okay, let's say I have taken X is equal to 4. Okay, but I want to assign one more value to this X.
I couldn't able to join in the group. I couldn't able to. COULD.
Could not.
I could not able to
Be able to
join in the meeting.
join the meeting, or join the group.
Mm.
Okay, yes. Okay, so I request the participants to kindly put your mobiles in the mute mode. Okay, so this is the second time some kind of an interruptions which is happening. And again, I'm just making a request to the coordinator also. Okay, just to put all the participants in the mute mode initially. So at the end of the session, if you have any kind of a queries, you can interact with me. So it's only the day 1, day 2, day 3, correct? No, so more the interruptions will be there. Somewhat from that point of continuation is somewhat difficult for us, correct? So yes, over to the coordinator kindly. Yeah, you can just announce it once. Okay, so Snehashish, whether shall we continue? Shall we continue?
Yes. Yes, sir. You can continue.
Okay, fine. So sorry, those who are listening the sessions properly. Okay, sorry for the interruptions. Okay, so my intention is like uh, you must value your time so that you should not have a lot of interruptions. Correct. So it is going to drop your focus level. So if you are able to see there, you had a variable called x. So max, you can store only one value in that particular variable x, correct? But whenever if you want to have multiple values in a single variable, for that sake, we have collections in the Python. Again, I'm going to tell you. So to overcome those things, let's say 3 values, I want to store it in a variable called x. Not possible for me, correct? No. So multiple values, if I want to store it in a single variable, so it's not at all possible for me. So in that way, we can have collections in the Python. So among that one, we have list, tuples, dictionaries, sets. These are all nothing but the collections in the Python. 4 collections we can properly learn. Okay, so those things it will be surely we are going to use it in the pandas. Again, I'm going to tell you, all the participants, at least you can have a one look at these things, and if you want, you can make a note also. Collections in Python, we have list, we have a tuples. Okay, so next we have a dictionary and we have a sets. Okay, so normally today I'm going to just explain little bit 1 or 2 examples on the list, tuples and the dictionary, and regularly in the pandas library we will be using this either list or the tuples, okay, or the dictionary. Done. So we'll start with the list initially. Okay, can you see here? Okay, lists are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Okay, so very, very important. Multiple items in the single variable. And if you are able to see here, this is your list variable, and you are going to store apple, banana, and cherry in this particular variable. Okay, but if you are able to see here, some kind of a square brackets is available. All right. So again, I can just write it like this: list, this list, followed by, can you see here? Okay, something is there, correct? Now, so this is the conventions like a square bracket, whatever we are going to use it. Okay, to assign the value to a variable called this list. Okay, this list is a variable name apple, banana, cherry. But what is apple, banana, cherry? These are the multiple items. We want to store it in a single variable called this list. Okay, very, very simple. Okay, so that means we have resolved that issue. What was the result? We have resolved the issue. In a single variable, we can store only one value earlier, correct? Now, so right now the challenge is like, can we store multiple items in a single variable? Of course. How? Using the collections, correct? One of the collection is list. Okay, so then what we are going to do right now? We'll take this example. We'll take just this example. Okay, we'll go to the Google Colab right now. Okay, I hope so. Yes, you already know right now. I want to navigate to the next program. So click on the code. Okay, so then I'm going to type it. Whether you are able to see right now properly. Okay, we have a banana, we have an apple, and we have a cherry. Okay, 3 multiple items we are storing in a single variable called this list. So I'm going to run this particular program, but it will not display anything. Why? Because I have not at all given any print statement. Am I right? So again, what I'm going to do, I will just click here, print this list. Okay, is it clear right now? Okay. Okay, so little bit I need to scroll down. Can you see there? Apple, banana, and cherry, it has been displayed. Okay, so what we can do right now, we can do one more thing for this. Print type of this list. If whether you are able to see here, okay, print type and this list I have given. Okay, small typographical errors. Okay, whether you are able to see, Okay, so for the first print statement, it is going to display the various values, whereas the second print statement, it is going to type what is the type of this list. Correct? Now, shall we run this particular program? Okay, whether you are able to see the first one output, it is showing the items apple, banana, and cherry, and the second one, it is showing this list is of type what? List. It is belong to the class called what? List. This is a quite interesting thing what you have to remember. Okay, why? Because when I will start with the pandas, again I cannot come back to the list, dictionaries, and the tuples. Okay, so that's why again I'm going to tell you again I'm telling you this list is a variable which is used to hold multiple items in a single variable. If I just give a print followed by this list, it will display the contents of this list. Okay, if I just give a type of this list, it is going to display this list is belong to the class called list. Okay, very similar. If you remember, can you see here? X is of type integer, Y is of type float, Z is of type complex. Very similar here. This list is of type list. Okay, so each and everything at the micro level you have to think, and then we have to navigate to the next slides. Done. Okay. Okay, so little bit one line you have to remember here. Okay, so list items which are ordered and that can be changeable and allow duplicate values also. So that means what? Even duplicate values 2 or 3 times, if you are giving the same value, that will also be allowed under the list. Why? Because they have done this kind of a one concept, the developers of the Python itself, and it should be an order and it can be changeable. Okay, some collections are not changeable. Okay, so unmutable, and normally we are going to refer those things as a mutable. Okay, unmutable means we cannot change it, mutable means we can change it. Okay, so how to change the values, those things again during the pandas we are going to see. Done. So far so good. Done. So the second the collection whatever we are going to use after that list is a tuple. Okay, again the basic funda of learning the same. What is tuple? That is used to store multiple items in a single variable. So that means our basic concept remains changed, but we are using one more technique to store multiple items in a single variable. But this time we have taken this example of these tuples. Okay, so tuples are used to store multiple items in a single variable. But the beauty of the tuple is it's a collection. Yes, basically these are all the collection which is ordered and unchangeable. So that means we are not able to change. So that means unmutable. Okay, but the conventions whatever we are going to use for the tuple C is a round brackets. Can you just check it here? Okay, again I'm going to show this tuple, okay, followed by is equal to then. Okay. So for the list square bracket we have given, correct, the representation, whereas for the tuple we are using what? The round brackets. Can you see there? Apple, banana, and cherry. Multiple data items are there, but which are enclosed within the what? The round brackets. So this is the conventions whatever we are going to use. Done. So we are just going to use this. So these are the fundamentals which is required for us for data visualization. That's why I'm showing. Okay, next click on plus code. Okay, click on this tuple. Can you just check it right now? Can you see there two things which is available on your screen? First thing, we have already done the list, and the second thing right now we are covering tuple. And you can see here this tuple round bracket we are using. Again, if you want to display print, correct, this tuple. Okay, done. Okay, I want to print the type of that one. Correct, very simple, type followed by this tuple. Okay, almost your job it has been done. Okay, If you do a small changes in the syntax, it will show like this. So that, okay, can you see that there is a one, okay, so red underline, okay, so that you yourself you will understand there is a problem with this particular code. Okay, so that is a very good beauty about this Google Colab. And in the multinational companies, around 65 to 70% of the companies, they are currently using Google Colab. So why? Because auto saving option is there, and all your data which is available in the cloud, can you just check it here? This is nothing but what, no need to save any data, automatically your data will be saved to the cloud. Okay, so this is the beauty about this Google Colab. Okay, so shall we run this one? Very simple. So no errors. Little bit I'm going to browse it. Okay, can you see it? Print this tuple. So this time I have given apple, banana, and a cherry. Same concept, but our representation is changed. And this time, whenever I'm giving this followed by this tuple, it is going to show you this is this tuple which is belong to the class called tuple. This is belong to the class called tuple. So far we have done two collections. One is list and one more is tuple. Okay, right now we can see one more, very interesting. We'll not focus on sets. We'll go to the dictionary, very important. Okay, this is a dictionary. So again, can you see here, if you are able to see here, dictionaries are used to store the data in a key value pairs. Key value pairs. Can you see here? Very interesting and very important thing. Why? Because in the pandas also we are using this dictionary. Again, I'm going to tell you which is going to use key value pairs. Okay, somebody can think it like, what is this key value pairs? Okay, let's say key is a name and value is Snehasish. Okay, let's say something, I'm going to write it here. Okay, let's say, okay, name is the key and Arijit Singh is the value. Can you are able to see? Age is the key. Okay, around 35 is the value. Okay, like this you have to remember. Okay, so that means a combination of a key and a pair, key and a value pairs we are using with a dictionary, and dictionary that is used to store the data values in the key value pairs. Okay, but something beauty about the dictionary, it is which is ordered and changeable, but do not allow duplicates. Understand? So normally, if you are attending any of the participants, if they are attending any kind of an interview, especially in the MNCs, they will ask you among which collection which is does not allow duplicates. Okay, either you can take tuples, set, and dictionary. Which one will not allow you for the duplicates? So that means the redundancy which is not allowed in the dictionary. Okay, so we will just take one simple example. Okay, very simple example we'll take. Okay, and also can you just check it here? There's a flower bracket is there for the dictionary. Okay, I will show in the coding, so no need to worry. Okay, so when we'll see in the Google Colab, you can easily understand what is this code. Okay, so again I'm clicking on the plus code. Okay, so still we can navigate here. Yes. Okay, Control V. Okay, yes, whether it is properly visible for you. Okay, so if you want plus, okay, again, I hope so you are able to get some more idea right now. Can you see that there is a flower bracket is there? This is the conventions we are using for this dictionary. So in this case, this is the opening bracket, this is the closing bracket, and this is the variable name, and here we have a key value pair. Can you see a key value pair? Brand for model something, year 1964. But why we are not enclosed 1964 in the double quotation? Why? Because it's the value. Okay, whereas Ford and Mustang, that is nothing but, okay, let's say, okay, okay, VDS is the model, let's say. Okay, so key value, comma, key value, comma, key value. So that means a combination of three key value, key value, key value pairs we have taken. And if you are able to see here, little bit, let me just browse through it like this. Okay, for your clarity. So this is the beginning and this is the end. Okay, and I want to display whatever the data which is available in the dictionary. Okay, what I will do, click on this play button, that's it. Okay, so that means you have executed the code. Can you see here? Brand Ford, that's followed by comma, model VDS followed by comma, year and 1964, that is the third value. So we have key value pairs. Okay, right now small changes we will do it in this particular program. Print, okay, again I'm giving type followed by this dict, correct now? Almost it's over. Okay, so again I'm going to click on this play button. Okay, so there is a tick mark. Can you just check it here? So that shows like this code is properly working or you are following the syntax. So syntax is nothing but the basic format of the programming that should be according to the rules and regulations which is defined by the developers of the programming languages. Okay, so that's why what we are going to do it here. Okay, if you a little bit scroll down, can you see here class dict? Okay, so that means integer class, float class, complex class, tuple class, dictionary class, list class. Why it is showing class? Why? Because each and everything in the Python which is inspired with object oriented programming. Done. So far so good. We have learned about what? The collections. Still we have some more collections like assets. But why I'm not choosing it? Why? Because our intention is to learn more about data science as well as the data visualizations. Okay, and these are the basics whatever I've covered. Okay, so these are nothing but the basics. Little bit we are going to right now we are going to shift our gear. Okay, so slowly we are going to move from gear 1 to the gear 2. Okay, so that means we are going to have some more improvisations. We will do it on whatever we have learned so far. Done. Okay, so right now this is a high time where we will start with one of the important library which is available in the Python, that is pandas. The pandas. Yes. Yes. Okay. So 5-10 minutes, around 3 or 4 minutes, I'm going to explain like what is the pandas. Okay. So pandas are the built-in libraries which is available in Python, or it comes with the Python, where it is a fast, powerful, and a flexible and easy to use a open source analysis and manipulation tool. Again, I'm going to tell about analysis and a manipulation tool built on the top of the Python programming language. Okay, and why it came as a pandas? Okay, so why? Because it comprises of references to the panel data, or we can also refer as a Python data analysis. Both are can be referred as a pandas. Again, I'm going to tell you why these data are the naming conventions of the pandas came into the picture. Why? Because of the two major thing. Panel data we can refer to the pandas, or Python data analysis, that is also we can refer to the pandas. Then this is a set of libraries. So somebody can ask me like, so the first line itself it's there, pandas is a Python library, correct? No? Okay, so normally if you go to a library in a campus, you can see there are plenty of books is there, okay, where you can extract certain data from that particular book. Am I right? Very similar. To reduce the programming or the lines of codes in the Python, there are a lot of built-in libraries are available. By using this library, we can execute our task within some few lines of a code. So that means it is very, very easy for us to execute a simple task or a complicated task in a Python using the built-in library. And who has given this library? There are the developers of the Python. They are regularly updating themselves so that the built-in libraries, we can use it on a regular basis. Okay. Fine. Why exactly we will use the pandas? So this pandas allows us to analyze the big data and make a conclusion based on the statistical theories. We are going to learn tomorrow also something about the data science. Pandas can clean messy data sets. See, how to download the data set also, or what is data set, I'm going to, within another 1 or 2 minutes, I'm going to tell. Clean the messy data sets. Okay, why exactly we have to clean these data sets? Normally, we are going to download a data sets that is synthetic data, which is available in the certain websites. Okay, I will show you right now. Okay, that is not the real data. So some small part of that data, whatever we have downloaded, it might be messy. So that why? Because few datas are missing. So that means before we start to experiment that any particular the outcome, first we have to clean it. Then only this data set is suitable for us to analyze. Otherwise, our statistics of or getting an efficiency of an outcome, it will be very, very less. Okay, to achieve those things, first we are going to clean that. Okay, and make them readable and relevant. That's very, very important. Then relevant data is very, very important in the data science. Done. So first, what I'm going to do, show you how to, we have already downloaded one data sets. Okay, like if you want to work with the data sets, okay, again, I'm going to show you, anybody can just make a note. Okay, so there is a one website called kaggle.com. Again, I'm going to tell, can you just check it here? There is a website where, can you see here? Find open data sets and the machine learning projects. Kaggle datasets, Kaggle, Kaggle. Okay, you can just click on this Kaggle datasets. Okay, you can make a note, not at all a problem. I'm not at all in a hurry to complete anything. If you know a small component of this, or if you want, if you just explore today, okay, so then you are going to get a lot of ideas. Okay, so within tomorrow, at least before we start with the next session, you can download 1 or 2 data sets as per your requirements. Okay, then you can start to experiment like whatever I've already told. Can you just check it here? There are a lot of data sets are available. I will just little bit scroll down. Let's say for education purpose, I want to have certain data sets. Okay, so can you see here? Coffee sales data sets, students academic data sets. Okay, these are all for the experimental purpose. You can use these data sets. Okay, for all this experimental purpose, you can use these data sets. Okay, so again, I'm going to show you. Okay, so let's say the very, very simple funda, we are going to just check it. Okay, can you just check it? Student exam score data sets. Okay, the minute I will click it here. Okay, so can you just check it here? So this is nothing but the student exam score data set. For your understanding, I'm just telling you, click on download. That's it. Okay, download the data sets, and this data sets, yes, it will ask you from which particular Google, if you are not registered. Okay, so it will start to download. Okay, yes, can you just check it here? So this data set is, it has been downloaded, but it is compressed. You can start to click or normally what you can do right now, it is available under the downloads. Okay, can you just check it here? Archives, right click. Okay, so then what you can do, go to WinZip here and you can unzip here. That's it. Unzip the folder. Okay. couple of minutes it is going to take. That's it. Okay. Yeah, 1 minute. Okay. Yes. 1 minute. Okay. So the minute you are going to download that unzip files, you are going to get one CSV file. Again, I'm going to tell you. Okay. So we are going to get one CSV file. Okay. So I will show you a CSV file also. Okay. CSV file. Okay. So normally we are going to refer this is as comma separated value. Okay. So this CSV file which is called as a comma separated value. Why? Because this is the new extension of the file we are going to get it from for the data sets. Okay. Again, I'm going to tell you for particular data, if you want to experiment from any particular websites of the Kaggle, you can go. Then in that Kaggle, you can find out lot of data sets is there, which is available in the zip file. You can unzip it. Then you can just check one of the CSV files which is available there. I will show you. CSV stands for comma separated value. Okay. Let's say I'm going to show you one of the already downloaded one CSV file for your understanding. Okay. So this is nothing but, okay. So I will show you also. This is looking like this is exactly a CSV file itself. Okay. Data.csv, and some few student or few participants you can tell think like it is almost looking like an Excel file. Yes, it's almost looking like an Excel file, but an Excel file have an extension of .xls, whereas a CSV file have an extension of CSV, comma separated value. Okay. So why? Because when you start to experiment, your XLS file will not be supported by the pandas. Okay, but for that sake, we have to do. We have to download a CSV file. Then, okay, so I'm going to just check it for CSV file. Any particular file we can download it. Simply after you download it, just check whether you have any kind of a CSV file. Can you just check it here? This is nothing but the CSV file. It is showing CSV file. Okay. Let's say what we will do right now. I want to work with the pandas. Okay. I will go to the Google Colab again. Correct? No. So what you have to do? Can you just check it here? This particular thing. Okay. So here, click here. Okay. Click here. The minute you have to click here again, I'm going to show you. Click here and click on the right click. Okay, here again I'm going to show you in the Google Colab. Okay, earlier it will be like this. Again click here. You just take this particular work area, right click and click on upload. Okay, so right now what I want to upload here, I want to upload a data CSV file. Okay. Okay, let's click on the, okay, can you just check it here? Okay, so this is an extension of a data.csv it is showing. So what I have done it, I have downloaded from the internet, let's say any other CSV file. Once I download it, since I want to experiment with Python programming, any CSV file, I need to upload that into this particular working area. That's it. Okay. So right now this data.csv is there. You want to click it and you want to just check it. Can you just check it here? The data.csv file, that the data, it has been the content of the data.csv file. It will be displayed like duration, pulse, anything. It is keep on showing. Can you just check it here? These are all the data. Okay. So I'll just close it here. Okay. Again, those things are available, not at all a problem. Okay, so 3 windows you can just available. Can you just check it? Beauty, correct? So around 169 entries are there. Okay, the first column that is going to show the duration. Okay, pulse, max pulse, calories. This is one of the synthetic data like that. 10 per page. Maximum it has around 169 entries are there. Okay, and you can use these particular data sets. Okay, then you can start to experiment. Okay, so we have a 3 verticals are there. One is your CSV file, one more is your working area, and one more is nothing but this particular thing. Okay, so all 3 things which is available under single windows. Okay, any one of the participant, can you just interrupt and can you just tell me like the session is fast or whether you are able to follow? Yeah. Any one of the participant?
Yes, sir, it is okay. No,
Okay,
you
no?
can continue. Yes.
Okay, then now everything is visible properly. Is it
Yes,
okay?
visible, sir.
It's not clumsy, no?
No.
No, sir. Very clear.
Okay. Super. Okay. So this is the way how we are going to start to work with the pandas right now. Still, the basic things we have already done it, and I've already uploaded the one of the CSV file. Done. So what I'm going to do it. Okay. So our journey of pandas, it's going to start right now, especially for the data visualizations. Done. Okay. So what going to happen? Whenever you are going to experiment with certain Python programming, okay, few times you are going to come across a kind of uh, installations problems. Okay, installation problem means few of the Python programming. Whenever you are going to work, it will just display a message on the screen like this library which is not available. Like certain libraries like a pandas, okay, by default it is available in the Google Colab. If it is not there, no need to worry. Simply you have to type one line before you are going to use any particular libraries. Okay, again I'm going to show you pip. I will tell you what is pip. Install followed by pandas in this case. Okay, what is a pip? Pip stands for Python installer package. Okay, pip stands for Python installer package. Okay, followed by install is a command, whereas pandas is a library whatever we are going to install. Okay, so I'm going to show it in the Google Colab. Okay, so I will just scroll this sheet. Okay, so little bit, yes, plus code, I'm going to get it, pip. Okay, I've already typed the pip. Sorry, just 1 minute. I'm going to scroll this one also this side. I don't want anything for time being. I will close this one also. Okay, pip followed by install. Okay, followed by pandas. Okay. Okay, can you see it here? Okay, so right now with the Google Colab, this pandas which is already available. Okay, so sometimes if you are not able to get certain libraries, so then in that case you have to use this kind of a one concept. Again, one more thing I'm going to show you. Right, it's quite interesting. Pip install QR code. Okay, sorry, QR code. So there is a one built-in library called QR code, stands for quick response code. That's it. Okay, so if this kind of a library which is not available in the Google, so then Google Colab, click on. Okay, can you just check it here? Collecting QR code. So this was not exist before. Correct. Right now, can you see here? Okay, what exactly it is showing? Like collecting QR code. Okay, and installing collected package and successfully install QR code version. It is going to show you 8.2. So this is the basics things you should know whenever you are going to write a program. Then, okay. So right now, once you install the libraries, the next thing what we have to do, we have to go for the importing of any particular programming, correct? No. So first, whatever we are going to do it. Okay. So yes, we will start with the programming. Don't worry. Yes, the first experiment we are going to see it. Yes. Very, very simple. Again, click on the plus code. Okay. So I've written this particular code. Okay. Right now, if you are able to see, once I install any particular library, the next thing what I want to import that library in my program. Okay, so that means I have to use that library in our program. For that sake, I'm using a statement called import. Okay, let's say the first line also I will remove right now for your understanding. Okay, let's say I'm going to remove this. Then I'm going to just tell you like what exactly we can do with this one. Yeah, wait for 1 minute. Yes. Okay. Import pandas as PD. So import pandas, it's done. But somebody can ask me like, sir, what is this AD? Okay. So that is called alias. Okay. So that means instead of 100 times if you are taking as a pandas, okay, you can just give a nickname to that particular libraries. Okay. Like PD. Again, instead of using the pandas, you can just take alias name for, okay, alias name. So that means there is a nickname for the lengthy name. That's it. Other than nothing is there. Okay. Fine. So PD. My data set. If you carefully see here, almost it is looking like what? Okay. If you are able to see, correct, list, or if you are able to see, can you just check it? This is key value pairs is available. Can you just check it? It is looking like a key value pairs, correct? So we have a cars. Okay. Then we have BMW, Volvo, Ford, 3 things as available. And we have a passings where we have 372, this data is available, correct? Right now, what I will do, I will take one variable called myvar, and PD is nothing but what? PD is nothing but the alias name, and I am using one function called, this is the data frame, and for that one, that input is nothing but my data set. What is there in my data set? Cars and a passing. All those things I want in a data frame. So data frame is basically, it will display your data in a forms of a rows and a columns. Again, I'm going to tell. Data frame is something why we are using. Okay, your text, you want your representation of your data set. Okay, like whatever we have given there, cars, passing, everything I want to be there in the tabular column. So that means to display any data, we have a single dimensional data or a 2-dimensional data. So normally the 2-dimensional data we want to display. So that is in the terms of rows and columns we want to display. Okay. So right now what I will do, I will just click it so that you can have an understanding like how this data is going to work. Okay. Can you just check it? Cars and a passing. Okay. Where cars is nothing but BMW, Volvo and Ford, and the passings is nothing but 372. But you can just ask me, sir, where exactly 0, 1, 2 it came? This is called indexing. This is called indexing. So that means your BMW and 3, which is available in an index called 0, your Volvo and 7, which is available in an index called 1. So if in the later stage, if you want to fetch this particular data, using this index, you can fetch this particular data. Okay. So this is nothing but the initial program of the pandas, it's going to work. Again, I'm going to tell you, import pandas is a library as PD. PD is an alias name for this pandas. And where we are uses this PD? PD dot. Can you see it? Can you just check it? Okay. So right now, again, I'm going to remove this and I'm going to show you how this is code is going to work. Okay. PD dot. Okay. Data. Okay. Can you see? Just check it here. Okay. Multiple options are available ready for you. Okay. So what you want to select here? I want to select data frame. Okay. Over. Within that, what I want, within this, what I want, my data set, that is a variable I want to display. My data. Okay. Can you just check it here? Everything is available. Okay. For you at the fingertips. Nothing you have to do in the coding here in the Google Colab. Okay. So a lot of stuffs are already available. So PD is basically an alias name for the pandas. Data frame to display your data in a form of a rows and a columns. My data set is a variable which is a looking like a dictionary for you, where the dictionary, which is a collection of the keys and the values, key value pairs, it is going to display. So finally we have already displayed that particular value of this variable called myvar. So where all your data which is available. Done. So far so good. Right now we'll go for one simple interesting example. Okay. So right now if you are able to see, okay, we are going to use a concepts of series. Okay. So what is a series in a pandas? It is almost looking like a column in a table. Okay. So single column if you want to display. So then we can use a concept called a series. Okay. So just we will just take this particular example right now. Very, very interesting. So I'm coming here. Yes. Plus code. Okay. So this time what I'm going to do, again I will show you. Okay. So alias name it's left to you. Otherwise each and every time you have to type pandas.series. Okay. So somebody can right now you can just figure it out. What is a series? Series is a built-in function available within a library called pandas. Data frame is a built-in library. Okay. So sorry. 1 minute. Can you just check it here? Data frame is a built-in function available within a pandas. So lot of things which is available within a pandas. Okay. So pandas is basically a library. Can you just check it? Import pandas as PD. A is okay. Where can you just check these square brackets? Okay. Any one participant can tell me like what is this 172 I have enclosed, whether this A is a tuple, list or dictionary. Any one participant you can tell me. Yeah. I will give you 3 choice: list, tuple or a dictionary.
List, sir.
Very good. Very good. Why? Because we have enclosed each and everything within this square bracket. Very good. Very, very good. 172, 3 values. So that means multiple data items we are storing in a variable called A. Okay. Here my value is the variable whatever I am using as an end user. PD is a pandas library. Dot series. Series is a built-in function. Again, I will show you. Dot. Okay. C. Can you just check it here? Series is a built-in function. Okay. So then followed by A. Okay. Over. Okay. A is also available. Okay. So everything is all available. Built-in functions. Okay. Next. You are storing each and everything in a myvar and you want to display. Okay. Just click on this particular data. Interesting. Can you just check it? This is been displayed in a column. That's why series are referred as column. In a column fashion, you want to display. But again, somebody can think it, what is the 0, 1, 2? This is called indexing. Okay, your value which is available in a index called 0, first value. Second value available in index 1. Third value which is available in index called 2. Okay, got it? So position is 1, but your index is 0. Done? Great. Okay, we can give a labels, not at all a problem. So we'll not use similar things. Okay. Okay, I will show you one. Okay, data frame, we have already done it, but still I can show you. I will show you. Okay, certain. Okay, so today I will show you, yeah, one simple concept one simple concept I will show you right now. Okay, so how to read a CSV file. Okay, everybody you can make a note. So why? Because tomorrow you have our focus. Today I will, another 5-10 minutes I will show you 5 minutes how to work with the CSV files. Okay, so again I will tell you a simple way to store big data sets is to use CSV file. Again I'm going to tell you a simple way to store a big data set is to use a CSV file. CSV stands for what? Common separated, the comma separated files or comma separated value, okay, files. Okay, and this is major, the well-known format that can be read by everyone, including the pandas. Done. So right now our focus is more on data.csv. Okay, again, what is the data.csv? I will show you first how to upload that data.csv. Okay, can you see here? I'm going to delete it right now. Okay, delete this file. Okay, again, I'm going to upload this file. Okay, again, I will show you. Think you are there in this particular window. Click here. Okay, the minute you click here, just come to this workspace. Click here, right click. You have to click on, right click on upload. Okay, why? Because we have already downloaded the data sets. Done. So what I'm going to do it. So there is a one data set .csv is there. Okay, so just it will take 1 or 2 minutes to upload, depends upon your the capacity of that data set, like how much GB terabytes of informations which is there, which is allowed by the Google. Next, double click. Can you just check it here? All these data sets are visible for you. Okay, so we will start to experiment with these data sets. Tomorrow also we will just take some kind of a data sets which is somewhat realistic, and we will try to clean that data. We will try to analyze this particular data. Done. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, simply I will click on this particular code. Done. Okay, assume like we have already have a data sets which is available with us. We have already uploaded. Otherwise, if you are just going to include all those things in your coding, okay, and if you are not installed that data.csv, when you are going to work with this program, it will show some errors. I will show those things also. Okay, so right now what I have done it, okay, click it here, Control V. Okay, sorry. Okay, what I will do, we will start to work with one simple one CSV file. Today, very simple. Okay. Okay, so if you are able to see 3 lines of the coding is there, I will show you, and also I will explain you how this coding is going to work. Okay, so import pandas as PD. I've already told you, import pandas as PD. PD.readCSV. Read CSV is a built-in file. I will just, again, I will show you PD dot. Okay, the minute you are going to give read, you can see there multiple options are there. Whether you want to read HTML files, you want to read Excel file, CSV file, JSON file. Tomorrow we are going to work on with a JSON. Okay, read CSV. So that means second option is more than enough for us. Okay, the minute we are going to complete, this is a function, built-in function available in the pandas. Okay, next it will ask you what is the file name, correct? Double quotation, data dot CSV, over CSV, comma separated value, over. Okay, next, all those things, whatever the data which is available in a DF. DF is a what? It's a variable. Right now, directly we are not able to display those things. So whatever the data available in a variable called DF, I will convert that one into a string. Okay, so that the data should be visible to you. Okay, I will just click and I'm going to show you. Okay, data.csv. Okay, so I will just rename this one. Why? Because it's somewhat 2 is there. Correct. So what I will do? Yes. Okay, so yes, can you see here data.csv? If you want, you can refresh it also once. If you make any changes, okay, again I'm going to run this program. Okay, can you just check it here? What are the things which is available? Okay, so all the data. See, can you just check it? The rows 141, one of the data which is missing right now. Correct. So tomorrow our major idea is what? To clean the data. And today I've just uploaded, I've shown you how to upload a CSV file and how to analyze that one. Okay. So right now what I will do, I'm going to give some other file name. Okay, let's say da.csv, ds.csv, and I will try to run this particular code. Okay, can you just check it here? It will show you like file not found. There is no file called ds.csv. Why? Because we are not uploaded any ds.csv file here. Okay, you can experiment with multiple CSV file here, but you need to upload your data to this particular working environment. Then only we are able to read any particular thing. Okay, let's say I will upload one. I can create here itself. Okay, one any particular data also. Okay, let's say I will. Okay, no problem. Okay, so this is nothing but refresh it. Okay, so we came to the last segment of this particular today session. Okay, so JSON we are going to do tomorrow. Yes. Okay. So here, last two coding I'm going to show you. So weaving the data. For example, there might be around 1,000 rows are there. Okay, but if you are not interested to work with all the rows, and if you want to extract only the top 10 rows or anything, okay, in that case, what it can do, you can use a built-in function called the head. Okay, I will show you that particular program. First, I'm going to show the outcome. Then you can just check the programming. Okay, so whether if you're able to see, same data set is with me. Okay, what I will do a small corrections with this one. Again, I'm going to run it. Okay, data.csv. Done. It's working fine. So, okay, what I will do right now, I will just click it. Okay, can you just check it? Import pandas as PD. That is the same line. df is a variable. pd.read csv, data csv. That is also same. You have already understood. Right now, somewhat interesting is df.head. I will let me run it. Okay. Okay. Can you just check it here? Just check it. What is the coding you have written? Head 10. So that means you just check the index 0 to 9. Okay. So how many rows it has been written? It just it is simply displaying the top 10 rows. Okay. So there might be around 200, 300,000 entries are there. But sometimes I want to display or I want to experiment with some 10 first 100 rows or 10 rows or anything, then it can show you. So for that purpose, what is the coding you have written? Very, very simple coding is df.head 10. What is a head? Head is a built-in function. Okay, can you just show? Yes, df.head. Okay, can you just check it? Head. df.head. Okay, so I can give around 15 this time. Sorry, I can give around 15. I can give 15. So that means what happened? Okay, so 15 rows it is going to display. Okay, 0 to 14. Okay, very, very similar. The bottom rows you want to extract. Okay, so then what you can do? Okay, df dot, okay, tail. Can you just check it? Tail. Okay, so then I'm going to give, sorry. Ten. Okay, can you just check it? The index you can just check it. There are 168 entries are there in this CSV file, and can you just check it? 159 to Okay, so I'll just show it. Yeah, 159 to 168. Okay, so two things it has been in displayed right now. So two things it has been displayed. One is head as well as tail. Done. Okay, fine. So far, so good. Right now, today, the session more about learning about the basic fundamentals of the Python. So initially, we have just discussed like what is a Python, what are the benefits of using the Python programming language. Next, we have came to know like how to declare a variable and how to find out the type of that particular variable. So immediately after understanding about the variables, we came to know like what exactly a collections in the Python. So especially three different collections we have used so that we can store multiple data items in a single variable. In that regard, we have discussed first about the list, which uses square brackets. Next, we have used the tuples, which uses the round brackets. And the third one is the dictionary, where we have used the key value pairs. Done. So these are the things we have done it initially. Later, we have just we ourselves we have navigated to the pandas. Okay, so pandas is one of the powerful library which is available with the Python, where it is mainly used for the analytics of the data, especially with the data visualization. Okay, so what exactly we have used? We have used the concepts of a series and a data frame. So series, that is especially used for the single dimensional, that is in a column, whereas data frame, that is used for the two dimensional. So that means the rows and the columns. Done. Okay, and finally we came to know like, so to experiment with this data, so we require a data sets. So from where we can download these data sets, especially the synthetic data sets, we can download it from certain websites like a Kaggle. Okay, a lot of other websites is there. I will recommend you to use the Kaggle. Then once I downloaded the data sets, these data sets are available with a file format called CSV, stands for comma separated value. Okay, and once you download this data, that is not enough. You need to upload this data to data sets to the working sheets of the Google Colab. Okay, so Google Colab is the platform. It will show us like how to work with the Python coding. Okay, so finally, for your understanding, to install any particular new library for your Python, we have to use one command called pip, stands for Python installer package, followed by install, followed by package name. And once that library, if you want to utilize or use in your particular worksheets or in your program, we have to use one statement called import followed by library name. Done. So then we have already experimented one or two examples with the CSV file today. I hope so. You do understand certain basic concepts about how to analyze the data, each and everything today. So we will do some kind of an improvisation, and I hope so. The second day and the third day sessions will be quite interesting. And I just request all the participants, you can just ask the coordinator to get these recordings, and you can also make a note of whatever the steps I told you. If you practice, then only you can become perfect. Done. So thanks a lot for joining this particular session today. Okay, and if you have any kind of a queries, okay, so kindly you can interact with me. Okay, 5 or 10 minutes right now, 5 minutes you can interact with me. The final day we will have a one quiz session for all the participants. Like how much you are studied, you will come to know. Done. So it's over to the coordinator. Yeah.
Sir, someone is asking some question in the chat box.
Okay. 1 minute. No problem. You can ask me openly so that the other participants also, they will get some clarity. Correct? No? Open. Not at all a problem. This floor is open for the discussion.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Tell me.
I've got a question. When we are uploading the data set or reading a data set, should we use the full path name or should we use only the file name itself that you have told?
Yeah. So that depends upon which kind of certain softwares you are using. Let's say if you are using to execute the Python programming, normally you can use one IDE, whatever we are going to call it, that one as an integrated development environment called the PyCharm. Okay, so instead of using PyCharm, I'm using Google Colab. So Google Colab, no need to, let's say you mean like C colon something like that, correct? No, I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
why?
sir.
Because this is available already in our worksheet here. Can you just check it here? We have already uploaded to the Google Drive itself.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
that means this is the easiest way of experimenting with any other programs. Okay, so this is better. Okay, and for you also, no need to worry about any particular whether this is automatic saving. Can you just check it here? So once you make small any changes, all your data is available. Okay, so no need to worry about any path, which path it is there. No, not at all. No need to worry about. Done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, yes, welcome. Any other participant? Like if you have a query, okay, quickly before we stop this particular session, okay, kindly you can ask me one or two query. Other participants also, I think they are understood like today. I have not at all given any particular path. So normally we have to set a path like C colon downloads or D colon downloads data.csv. So that is the path we have to set it. I have not set any particular path. Why? Because I have already downloaded and uploaded to the Google Colab.
Can you give an example of that full path so that in other cases we can use it?
Not at all not at all required for me. Why? Because no unnecessary. Why we have to go complicate ourselves? Am I right? So
Okay.
my intention is more to learn. Correct? No.
Okay.
So instead of where that the files which is available, but if you use any other IDEs, again I'm telling you, instead of I will tell you to use this particular Google Colab itself. Okay, why? Because no need to worry about unnecessary headaches for us. As a developer, I'm telling you. As a researcher, I'm going to tell you. Okay, so if you just use it, 90% of your burden is less. Okay, so this Google Colab. It is going to give you a platform where a lot of libraries are built-in available here. Okay, where other IDEs if you use like PyCharm or some other Python IDEs are there to work with, where each and everything you have to manually you have to do your settings. Okay, so these things automatically upgraded on its own. Okay, you don't worry about the platforms. You just think about your content. Okay, and platform itself, it will take care of lot of things. Done. Okay, so any other issues? Okay, fine. Thanks a lot for joining, and today's also the day one was quite interesting and more informative for a lot of participants. I hope so. Day 2 and day 3 will be some more insights about the Python we are going to learn. Fine. So make the coding very simple. Okay, your data should be very readable, and the session must be very interesting. Okay, and kindly join for the session 2 tomorrow. Thanks a lot for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome.
you for joining.
Welcome.
And thank you, everyone. And
Welcome.
we will provide you the recording as soon as possible.
Yes.
So, thank you, everyone. Good night, all of you. Good night, sir.